and you have digested a lot of information as from the previous speaker, Dr. Vasagam has given you. The whole lot of space technology, right from the Sputnik to what is going to happen in the future. I just wanted to give you what are the applications the satellites had, how we have used the satellites up to now, and how we are going to use it for the future, and how nano satellite can contribute for such applications. Okay, I would like to start with the first view graph stating about the vision of Dr. Sarabhai, as Dr. Vasagam has already mentioned, the father of space, our Indian space program. He had vision in 60s itself, to develop India as a major spacefaring nation with a multi-dimensional program of benefiting each and every citizen of our country. With that vision, he has actually planned that time to launching a small 75 mm sounding rocket. From that seeding, now we are having rockets with up to 2.5 tons capability putting into the geostationary orbit. Right from that day onwards, we don't have any looking back. Today we are one of the premier spacefaring country, contributing to the applications of all walks of life, in terms of communication satellites, in terms of remote sensing satellites, and the meteorological satellites. You know, the requirements of space applications are tremendous, right from education, health, connectivity, weather, natural resource monitoring, disaster management, and also the space research to know about the space and the other environments. So we started the program in 60s as an experimental basis, many of the things, as a vision to fulfill the vision of Dr. Sarabhai, as a scientific quest to understand the environment and how the space technology can be used for meaningful applications. With that, a lot of experimental missions have been carried out in the 80s and the 90s, where most of the things were made operational, like IRS and the communication satellite INSAT series. And now we have expanded the capacity to meet each and every application in that area. I just wanted to give a brief of possible applications by the satellite technology. So if we take the application area, mainly the Earth observations and the communication and satellite navigations, we have already provided almost 20 satellites in the remote sensing area and 25 to 30 satellites in the SATCOM area. And the navigation satellites, you are aware, the first navigation satellite was launched last year, and a constellation of around 7 satellites going to provide tremendous applications in the navigation area. So with respect to Earth observation, you can see the various applications of Earth observation satellites, and almost 11 Earth observation satellites are orbiting on our region, and it is providing applications almost any area you name. I will just go after that what are the applications it is providing. Similarly, the SATCOM area, it has many applications that also I'm just going to. This gives only the summary of, and yet to be used, these applications are tremendous. So we can, a nano satellite or a small satellite can be a big potential for applying this satellite technology for these areas. With respect to communication, you can see the communication satellite services, the TV broadcasting, business communication, the mobile satellite services, radio networking, search and rescue operations, VSAT connectivity, speech circuits, meteorological imaging, data collection platforms, all are going on using these communication satellites. Of course, I skipped 2-3 graphs because of the fundamental, the basic concepts of communication I just mentioned in there. With respect to the meteorology, you can see the data collection, yes, Dr. Vasagam has already mentioned. Every day the INSAT picture, the VHRR picture shows the cloud cover, cloud movements. And it has served many, not only the information, it has protected, saved the lives of many people during the cyclone times. This of course the view of the VHRR, the first VHRR of the INSAT 3A, which gives the global coverage. And with respect to the local coverage, you can see the our own regions were very closely monitored. And any cyclone formation is predicted much and well in advance, and we are able to give instant information related to the movement of the cyclone. That way it protected the people for evacuation and in case it is going to cross the particular regions. And of course other applications with respect to INSAT series of satellites were the tele-education and telemedicine. The telemedicine already providing the connectivity between various engineering colleges to the university centers, and the online lecture is possible with these applications, and it is going on as on today. And with respect to the telemedicine, many of you are aware, the remotest part of our country is connected to the many super specialty hospitals. The Narayana Dr. Dev Shetty is getting connected to many remote area health centers for consultation as well as for advices for medical point of view. This is one of the novel application. It has been adopted. This approach has been adopted many developing countries and supported by the United Nations. And this was the one which is the latest trend in the Indian remote regional national navigation system. It is being initiated. This program, the first satellite of IRNSS-1 was launched last year, and with 7 satellites, 4 in the geosynchronous and 3 in the geostationary condition, will provide regional navigation support for fine precision location of any moving objects, either aeroplane or the ship or the car. So it is being presently used by the support of the GPS satellite, and we wanted to have our own navigation system. This being achieved by this series of satellites. And coming to the remote sensing satellites, we have almost 20 satellites we have launched, and 10 are operational as on today, providing imageries right from 1 kilometer to better than 1 meter resolution, supporting various types of applications in the field of agriculture, fisheries, urban planning, or any other aspect you can mention. This of course gives, just to give an idea of how a remote sensing satellite, a cartographic image, a panchromatic camera can provide the synoptic view of the whole area. This is our Bangalore region taken from INSAT satellite, from IR satellite. One of the things is a technology experiment satellite output. You can see the Vidhan Saudha, you can see the building here. This was actually taken during the time when Vikas Bhavan was getting constructed, the adjacent building. This is the KrishnaSwamy Stadium. This is existing here. You could see the people moving over that area also, we could monitor. The resolution was giving almost better than 1 meter. This of course you can see some area in Australia monitored by the our own satellite. You can clearly see the aircrafts. We zoom it, we can see the type of aircrafts, all the details related to the aircraft you can see. It is mainly used for strategic applications. Another view was merging these imageries of high resolution with a multispectral camera image from the remote sensing IRS